Hey guys, it's Deb Joyce Meek with The Light of My Art. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in mid-Michigan in the US. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in to this week's mystery stamping. If you are not on my email list already, go ahead and join using the link in the description here, and you can get updates and free tutorials every Tuesday. I would love to have you join in. And you can also request a catalog if you're in the US. And let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so we got another mystery stamping today. This was emailed out to you on Monday. I do email these out, so it's another reason to join my email list. But we did a different day this week. We are doing Friday instead of Wednesday because I was babysitting my niece on Wednesday, and that was lots of fun. So thank you for being patient with me. Let's see. Hopefully people are tuning in, looks like. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We have a card base that is half a sheet the long way, so 11 1/4 by, I'm sorry, 4 1/4 by 11. And so I'm going to show you how to score this one. I'm going to take my trimmer out. And so you'll put it in at one end and go all the way to this little gray bar here, which is 1 1/2. This is going to be the easy way to score this. So all the way up, butted up against that colored gray bar, 1 1/2. And then if you scoot this all the way over to 4, that's the same as if you were coming in from this way at 7. I hope that makes sense. So if the edge here, if I went on this side of the track, I'm going to go to 4 right here. If you were to do it from the other side, I think this is how I did the description. So it's 1 1/2 and then also 7. But this way I didn't have to take the arm out. So 1 1/2 on this side and then 4. And so folding those together, they should meet together. So go ahead and burnish your cardstock there with your bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, this is like one of your essential tools to making sure that your card base folds nice and flush. All right, now we've got this card base. Let's go ahead and put that to the side for a moment. On our sheet here, it also says embossed cardstock or DSP, 4 inches wide by 3 3/4. I forgot to put on this sheet, you're going to need another piece this same size in a neutral. So my embossed piece is actually in a neutral, but I also need another one that's just plain. All right, so here's my plain one. And here's my embossed one. I love this folder. This is called the Painted Texture folder, and it just looks so cool. I've been using it a ton, especially with the DSP and the suite that I've been using that's new from the new catalog here. So this is going to go up on this upper panel right here. So we'll go ahead and glue that on. I can find what I did with my glue. Well, it's underneath my instruction sheet. All right, so I like to use liquid glue just because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. This is called Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. It's in the green bottle. We do sell this at Stampin' Up! And you can get that through my online store or any of these products at orderwithdeb.com. So there's our top panel. And then the piece of DSP will actually fit down here. That was 4 inches wide by 1 1/4 tall. And here's the piece that I'm using. This is the beautiful Daisy, what is it called? Fresh as a Daisy DSP. And it has all of our new in colors in it. Here's our new boho blue on the back that I'm covering up. Such a pretty piece. All right, so now we have that. If you have a circle punch handy, another thing I think I forgot to write on there, I'm just going to use this 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I'm going to punch a little notch out of this piece. So I like to go with the edge of this punch flush with our fold here, and I think that will give us a good notch size. So I'm going to center it between this way and then just line that up. Okay. I think that'll look good. So after you put the DSP on is when you want to punch that. So now that looks good. All right. We're done with our punch. I'll put that away. We can discard that little piece. Now this piece is going to fit on the inside. So go ahead and stamp a little greeting on there and whatever you want to do. I have already done that. Enjoy all the little moments. I got some leaves there. So that will get glued to the inside. The circle was 1 3/4 inch, but you can probably get away with any size circle, almost any size. It's pretty forgiving. If it's a bigger circle, just do a shallower one. If it's a smaller circle, you can just go deeper in there. But the one I used was 1 3/4. All right, I'm going to make this into a pocket just by adding glue to the sides here and not the top. So just a little bead of glue near the side, make it nice and skinny. And then we'll count in our heads to make sure that that stays. So we're using liquid glue. We just want to make sure that it sticks. It doesn't take very long, but all right, so that's down, that's down. Okay, so now we can decorate this. So I had on here a medium rectangle or a die with a neutral color to fit on the top. So I have the deckled rectangles. And how wide is this actually? This is the one that is like 2 1/8, between 2 1/8 and 2 1/4 inches wide at the narrow end. And then I have a piece that goes on the top, and I've already decorated it. You'll see why it looks like that in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. My base is crushed curry. That's one of the colors in the DSP. I like to look at the back of the DSP package to see what matches and then just pick one of those colors. It makes it so much easier. All right, I'm going to glue this so that I have an even border around here and make sure that I don't add any glue to the bottom edge of this because we don't want to glue this part shut. So I'm going to lay this on here and then kind of look where the split is and then put my fingers there, and then I will not add glue past that line. You could put this on dimensionals too. I'm just going to add mine flat. And that kind of covers up our little lip here. So if your punch was a little bit big, you could always make your rectangle a little bit bigger. I'd say that's a medium rectangle, right? It's kind of medium. It's not a big one. All right, and now you can decorate the front. So I did one of these daisy dies. This is our new lemon lolly. So it's a nice light yellow, and that's the same as in the paper here. And then I also did this beautiful daisy. This was in crushed curry outline with lemon lolly petals. And then that middle color is our new wild wheat, which again is in this paper. So I'll put that up on dimensionals here, but I think I'll put this one flat. In fact, since there's so many holes in this, I'm just going to put a little bit of Stamp and Seal here just to hold that down. And you can see I stamped this flower in the background because I was going to do the leaf that is in the stamp but I didn't feel like die cutting all of the leaves. So I just did this tiny little daisy. Let me see if right here, I just did this and pretended it was leaves in the background. So I did the cheater leaves. Let's go ahead and do some dimensionals. And what did I do with my dimensionals? Over there. Okay. It's a new sheet of dimensionals. That's always fun. All right. And then we'll add our embellishments, and then this one is done. That turned out really cute. And I'll just go ahead and add some iridescent rhinestones. Take out my take your pick tool. It's got a little bit of putty on the end, and that will help me to pick these up off of the sheet, and then we can just place them really simply. Isn't that nice? All these little tiny gems are just a scoot away from getting put on here. I'm going to add 5 because these are really pretty. I like to add my sprinkles in kind of like a diagonal sprinkle. It just kind of looks nice. All right, so there is our card. And of course I should have decorated an envelope, but I haven't yet. But I thought this turned out pretty cute. And I have one more sample for you. This one was using, of course, the cheerful daisies. And I also used beautiful balloons for my other one. This one has the embossed music folder back there. I think that pairs really well with this whole suite. And then you have this beautiful paper that goes along with that suite. And then I used the scallop contours dies for that right there. So I think that one turned out super cute too. All right, let me know which one you think is your favorite. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope that you have a fabulous weekend. And let me know if you guys have any questions or if you ever need anything. I am here to help. If you don't know how to place an order, I'm here to help with that also. If you just want to email it to you, I can enter it for you too. So thank you so much for watching. And again, have a fabulous weekend. It's like 70 here for another week. And so I'm really excited about the weather here. All right, have a great day. Bye.